Yeah, I got a minute. I'll call to order the Monday, August 4th meeting of the Airport Commission. In the absence of Commissioner Tillotson, I'll ask Commissioner Van Dorn to fill in his absence. So we start, I assume we've had a copy of the minutes, a chance to go over them. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
So move.
Support.
It's moved and supported. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Is there any additional information to be added to the agenda?
Yeah, I'd like to discuss, we have a new airplane on field, so I can either put it in, other business or we can put it under additional business.
I'm sorry, could you go over that again?
Yeah, not a problem. Yeah, oh, there you go. That's a little deep. So I have a new airplane on field. Should I put that in additional business or would you like me to put that under other business?
Well, it would be the same thing, but we could put it under other business.
You got it.
Same thing. Okay, manager's report.
All right. So since the last time you guys have seen me, I think it's been a couple of months. Hopefully you guys all had a great 4th of July and a good holiday. But we had a couple things rolling around the past couple of months to start off with our equipment maintenance. Our crew car experienced some issues with our braking system. It had heavy use from the NASCAR races, so we had to replace a CV axle and a few brake hoses, along with some new brake pads in the front. Those solved all of the issues of braking and chattering on the road because it wasn't handling very well. We're strongly considering possibly a new crew car in the future due to the age and the breakdowns of the current one, but that could be something that could be discussed at a later date. Let's see here. Our backup brush hog mower, we did a lot of mowing and grooming before the races this year. We had a lot of heavy use with it. It broke a section of the gearbox again this year, unfortunately. So we ordered that part, we replaced it. We had to actually weld up a couple sections of the deck after it kind of busted almost in half. But everything's all been fixed. It has been back in operating order, so we're good to go there. And then our New Holland tractor is still experiencing some AC issues, especially with these really hot days that we've been having these past couple months. We've prepared a couple lines that were had a lot of buildup and clogging in them. And then we recharged the system and we blew everything out on the compressor, everything. And it's been working pretty good. Intermittently when it's not 105 out, but it's been working pretty good. And then let's see here, another piece of equipment. That's one of the pieces of equipment I'd like to replace in the near future, maybe within the next couple of years. That tractor's they bought it in 2015, so it's pushing 10 years old. It's got about 4,000 hours on it, and we did put a lot of work into it last year, so we'll see what we can get out of it, but it might be a possible topic for discussion. Our 100 low lead self-serve pump, those hoses expire after, I believe it's 5 years. So after 5 years, I usually order a new hose, but this year I ordered it a little preventatively because it actually expires next month. So we got the new hose in. Let's see here. I believe we're scheduled to put that in either tomorrow or Wednesday, and we'll get that back up and rolling. Finally, we have also received our new cameras from IT. Those were covered under an insurance claim, I believe. So we got those not up yet. We should be putting those in within the next couple days as well. Another project we've been trying to get to other than being busy. Let's see here. We also don't want to go up in the attic when it's 105 too. So it'll be one of these days we'll get those up. Secondly, we got ground maintenance. We're still working on weed control throughout the year as well as preventative maintenance like trimming trees and fence lines. Those are ever growing nonstop. No matter what we do, it's always going to be there. So it's something that we continue to go out throughout the year to maintain the airport looking nice and well groomed. Next up, airport operations. In early June, MIS NASCAR races took place where yet again, we got the host of the Firekeepers. We got the host of the Firekeepers Cup winner. Our office staff put many extra hours between aircraft fueling, marshaling, and long-awaited homemade cooking. The in-house catering went over extremely well, and we received raving reviews from all the pilots and some of the crew members. They absolutely loved it. They can't wait to come back next year. They're so glad it's back. We did hear that word was being spread to a couple other pilots that used to fly into our airport, and they said they will also be returning next year if we continue the feud. So that was very nice. We also received 2 more aircraft, same amount of helicopters this year, and we sold a little over 3,000 gallons of jet fuel. Last year, we only sold about 2,600. So with those couple more aircraft, we sold a little bit more fuel, which was nice. So overall, the weekend went very, very smoothly. We're hoping to sell even more jet fuel in the coming months. We actually have crop dusting rolling right now. We have 2 different companies on field that are rolling through fuel this weekend. So we're trying to accommodate them the best we can. Let's see here. We always have some hiccups with these operations. I had to come in several times over the weekend to discuss with the pilots. We have everything worked out and scheduled, so hopefully it'll be a lot more smoother operation within the next few days that they are here. Other operations using the field was banner towing. A couple weeks ago, they used it for the Lenawee County Fair, which I thought was very cool. Finally, on June 3rd, the Lenawee County Airport General Utility Licensing Compliance Inspection took place. Out of the first 11 airports that she had already inspected, we were the first one to not receive a provisional license, which was a huge win for me, I guess. But we haven't had one in about 2 years because they go in a rotation because they have lack of employees over there. But I was very relieved. Out of 11, we were the first ones to not receive that. So that was pretty awesome. Let's see here. We were given a couple recommendations for things we could fix, like a couple placards, signs, stuff like that. And then also a couple around some concrete bases, fill up some dirt and stuff like that. It wasn't anything major, but we've since fixed all those issues. But other than that, that's what's been happening over the last few months.
Very good. Commissioner Van Dorn.
Oh, boy, Thomas, a few questions. So,
Yes, sir.
if we didn't receive a provisional license, what type of license do we have?
We have a general utility license still.
And I take it that lasts longer, or?
So after every inspection, they go through a long list. Did we put that in the packet?
I did put the inspection in the packet. I'm not sure if I just put it in the wrong place, but I did try to add the document in with the manager's report. Might not have loaded properly.
Yeah, we get a inspection every couple of years. If we get a provisional license, it stops all of our funding until all the provisions that she found are fixed, and then she'll come back out, reassess, and then
Okay.
the federal funding will stop on any other project and be allocated towards all the provisions. So it was this was a big win for me.
Well done.
My other 2 questions, sorry.
Go ahead.
My other 2 questions is I don't like, I'm concerned about this crew car.
Yeah.
Because people are using it. So what year is that crew car? And, instead of talking about it, we need some sort of plan here.
Yeah, so what we've been doing, it's a 2011. We do have another Jeep on field. So those issues that it's been having, we've been giving the Jeep out. The newer car that we have, I believe it's a 2020. So for during the times that it was having issues, we will still always have a crew car. They've been currently using the Jeep for the time being. And then I use that Ford Escape for my trips in over the weekends and stuff like that.
So does it need to be replaced, and have you talked with administration about getting that into the queue?
Yeah, so we actually had a meeting to discuss this morning, and then I'm gonna come up with a plan, and we've been talking with emergency management to possibly get a Jeep that they're also returning, but we'll see. We have a future meeting as well to discuss.
Okay,
that.
as long as that's my, and then instead of just talking about the New Holland tractor, that's on the agenda too. You're working on that too?
Yes, yep.
Okay, so there's some sort of plan.
Yeah,
in the-
we're getting together.
Okay.
It doesn't need to be replaced right now. We put about $8,000 in it last year to put a new clutch in. So, and after the AC repair, we're hoping that everything is fixed and we don't have any more quirks with it. If we do continue to have massive repairs, it'll definitely be something that'll be talked about in the near future. But I just wanted to bring that up today.
Okay, very good.
You're confident that it will last for a period of time?
Yeah, yep, at least for the next year or so. I know that for a fact. We've been doing a lot of preventative maintenance to it, replacing a lot of little stuff. So that way we won't have any common issues with that tractor in the near future. So it was just definitely something I wanted to bring to your attention
Sure.
for possible in the future.
Good, thank you.
Further questions? Hearing none, we'll move to the finance reports.
Okay, your finance reports are in your packet. We are currently, the benchmark is currently about 56% of budget. And you can see that we are currently at about 39.12% on revenue and 35.25% in expenses. So although we're not at the benchmark for the year, we do have revenues that are tracking well with the expenses. If you have any questions, I will try to answer those.
Questions, the administrator? Very good. Hearing none, we'll move down to the avocation easement update. If I pronounced that correctly.
You did. What I wanted to do here is, as we are all aware, Mead and Hunt is working on securing easements in those areas in which we are going to have to remove some trees. We have now had 2 sets of closings on those with 10 different property owners. You're seeing the cost of some of those reflected in the finance statements. It'd be more towards the second page on the bottom. We do have some more properties that in this first phase that will need to be negotiated and closed on. And then we are hoping that the tree removal process will either take place this fall or next fall as we go through that process. So there will be more to come. I just wanted to put it on this agenda so that the airport commission was aware with where we are at.
Commissioner Van Doren.
So toward the end of the report, first of all, before we get to the end of the report, I figured, is 801 professional and contractual, is that part of it too?
Yes.
Okay, and then go down to the bottom where you got the 400,000, that's the rest of it you're talking, okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, those are some big numbers.
Yeah,
but,
I noticed so.
And it is at a certain point, I'll be working with Stephanie to get ourselves reimbursed for the costs that we have expended to date. She just hasn't been available for us to work through that process yet.
Very good, thank you.
Further questions, comments? Hearing none, we'll move to public comment.
No, we wanted to
Just do plain.
actually have
Half hour.
the September meeting and the other thing.
So first on the docket was our September 1st meeting that does fall on Labor Day, correct?
Correct.
So is there a way that we want to reschedule that for the following week, or do we want to move that to the future? I wanted to discuss that with the commission first.
We check schedule. Do we have any meetings scheduled for the following week?
Let's see.
It would be the 11th, excuse me.
It'll be the
August.
8th, and 8th, but we do
August.
not have anything scheduled, and I would think that we would schedule it, and then if we don't need it, should cancel it, right, for the 8th.
Is that satisfactory with you, Commissioner Blanco?
Yeah.
Okay, then we will move the meeting to the 8th. In the event there is no business to discuss, then we will simply cancel. Fine with you?
Yes.
Works for me.
Very good.
All right.
Now, the new
I
plan.
yes. So we have recently had a new challenger come onto our field. It is a large plane that Carrie Brown from the flight school next door has brought to our airport, which has been a blessing for sure. They've already bought, I believe it's 2,000 gallons of jet fuel, and they are planning on buying another 1,000 next week. So it is something that I wanted to bring to your attention that they might want to either do a land lease for building a hangar out on the field, or if that's something that we might be interested in possibly doing a hangar build, but it will bring a ton of revenue and a ton of fuel sales to Lenawee County if we can get that plane housed here. So I just wanted to bring that to your guys' attention.
Okay, is there a time you'll know when?
So we had Joe here today. Yeah, I just wanted to bring that up, and I had a couple of things there, but Joe's here to answer a few questions as well for details.
Carrie Brown is my partner, I guess. He is an airline pilot, retired, and flies a number of jets for various different people, just corporate stuff. So this is Pro Air. It's a Challenger 601, takes 350 gallons an hour. It's 60 feet long, 65-foot wingspan, 21 feet high. You guys don't have anywhere. He's been trying to bring a jet to Adrian for quite some time because he also flew a Citation and a Beach jet, but there's nowhere to put it in Adrian. So it went to Hillsdale. But
Hillsdale.
yes, they had a hangar large enough that was open, but that hangar isn't even big enough for this one. So it's time to talk to you guys about this. Say 350 gallons an hour, it flies roughly 150 hours a year. That's over 50,000 gallons in fuel. And they would be happy to, the owner has a hangar in Paducah, but would like to sell that hangar and build a hangar here. So it requires a land lease of some kind. Yeah, that's what it is. Does anyone have any questions or would like a tour? Because it's gorgeous.
I'd like
It's what happens when you have $4 billion.
happy to take a tour, but in the meantime, I think we should pursue every possibility here. I mean, working with administration on, what, as you're negotiating or discussing this with them, what they're thinking about as far as coming in and building a building and how that would work, or if we built it, if there was some sort of commitment from them, so that.
I think they'd be open to either one. And I think you've spent a lot of time with Joe Malik making a plan for the airport that you've now worked on some more yourself, right? I'd love to talk more personally as the owner of Skywalker and responsible for most of your 100 low lead and have a great relationship. You guys are wonderful.
But
Thank
with
you.
Thomas, where would this go, Thomas?
So it could go, we have a very large amount of open space land. We do have a couple fields that are currently leased out, but that is something I've already talked to the lease owner for the farm to possibly sanction out a small field over by another section of hangars. And we have a number of places it could go that won't interfere with my future plans of building hangars as well. So
Which
I would think,
I would like to have happen as well because I can't expand.
I would think that the amount of revenue this would generate and what it would do for the airport in general.
Yeah.
Is significant to the point I think that Tom and the administrator should pursue discussions with the organization, the individual, to see, well, what and how we can accommodate these people.
Yeah.
And obviously, at a propitious point in time, report back to this committee as to where we're at.
of course,
I have a question. Does this owner of this plane, do they live in Lenawee County or is it, more, is it easier for them to access Lenawee County than Hillsdale County?
The answer is he lives in Paducah and Venice Beach, Florida.
Oh, okay,
But
okay,
his pilots live here
okay,
and he's perfectly happy to keep it here so that they just get on it and come get him.
sure. Okay,
And then
thank you.
shuttle on various places like Finland.
Okay, thank you.
Commissioner Van Dorn.
Some of the fuel, I do have to say, will not be purchased here because they'll go to Venice and they'll have to refuel. But if they had a happy home here that was close to the pilots, it might fly more than 150. Don't it? Okay.
Thank you.
I agree with you, Mr. Chairman, that, Thomas should work together with administration and let's look at that. I agree.
Very good. So be it. Commissioner Murphy.
So Thomas and I did meet this morning and we did talk about a variety of different options, which he and his staff are going to go back and have some conversations to see what that might look like. And then we will have he's going to report back and we'll have some further discussions. But it is something that does sound very intriguing. There's a number of different types of opportunities with this particular plane that could be beneficial for both parties. So I asked him to go ahead, go back, take a look at it, come up with a business plan and bring it back. So
Wonderful.
there will be more coming.
So Thomas, I think can advise, Thomas or Joe, whoever's working with him, can advise that, the commission's very receptive to this and we want to move forward. So on behalf of the county.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Carry that forward.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Wonderful. That's
Thank
good
you.
news.
Yeah. Good work.
Okay, now we can move to public comment. Do you have anything? Being no public comment, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Support.
Moving support, is there any discussion? Hearing none, those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oh, same sign. Motion